Hey, what's going on, guys? The Buff Torchic here, and it's time. It is time! Time for another Top 10 Grades. The top 10 greatest episodes in the Pokemon anime from Gen 5 to Gen 7. And if you're wondering why it's so limited to only these generations, well, it's because I've already done generations 1 through 4, which you should watch right here. You should watch it because then, the algorithm will be nice to me, so pretty please. Anyway, if you're a Gen 1er and Gen 6er kind of guy, then sorry, but get the fuck out of here. Now, I don't mean to be rude. It's just that, on this list, you're really only going to see Gen 5 and Gen 7. And mostly Gen 5. But you can still rip on this video, so I guess please stay. Anyway, rules are the same, no Pokemon battle focused episodes, and no specials. Anyway, with the obligatory ramble out of the way, let's make the Californians from years 1948 to 1955, because we're looking for gold, starting with number 10, A Gadget of Gaggle Greatness. Now, this episode is like a half guilty pleasure for me. It technically can't be a guilty pleasure, because I watched it only for one time in July of 2020, but the episode itself is definitely not for everyone. When I make the top 10 worst episodes list, Gen 5 to 7, you'll understand more on why I like this episode. But just know that the episodes predating this were subpar at best. This episode's the silver lining of all the shit I had to dig through to finally make it to the episode. The plot is simple. Clement wants to go to an inventor, I guess challenge? I don't really know. It's a Funhouse-esque episode when it's mostly spent watching Team Rocket and Ash & Co. exploring all the different rooms, which makes up about half of the episode. The beginning is exposition and the ending is just a long gag from the beginning. Now, this episode may sound really boring, but it's actually not. Look, man, you gotta understand, I was deprived of fun in X, Y, and Z. I was stuck with serious and edgy episodes, in which I've made a video containing some of them, which is that one. And I'll contain more of those episodes in the worst episodes video. So to get just an episode spent having our heroes having a fun time, and Team Rocket having a conflicting time, just exploring this funhouse is, well, fun. Pokemon has always had a way of being infectious when it comes to its episodes. The episodes always have a way of bringing you into the fun, so when they have a blast, you have a blast. And when you don't get episodes like that, or at least good episodes like that, for over 30 episodes, for over 11 hours, it's going to make you appreciate an episode like this way more than usual. Will this episode still be good if you don't binge the series? Yes. Should I still watch it, even if I don't want to waste my day looking through shit? Yes. If you want to have a good time and just relax, then watching everyone experience gadget greatness is the way to go. Number 9, the mighty Excelgar to the rescue. Now, this episode's a weird pick, mostly because I've literally seen no one cover this episode. The only thing on YouTube is a 3-minute video highlighting the awesomeness of this episode, and the other one is softcore porn, but my point still stands. This episode is absolutely amazing. Now, here are some things people may not like. Ash acts like a child, and it's from black and white. Yeah, I said it. I told you to leave this video because it's mostly black and white. But then again, I did tell you to stay, so... The Mighty Excelgar to the rescue is just epic. The episode is about the guy named Charles, who is also the Mighty Excelgar. He tries to hide his identity, but Ash is the only one stupid enough not to realize who he really is. Linda is the other badass who stops crime. Anyway, the villainous Team Vanillite steals all the ice cream and frozen treats in Driftvale City. Their master plan is to steal every frozen treat in the world. Then they will bribe all the Ice-type Pokemon to join their team and take over the world. If you couldn't tell, it's a pretty weird episode. Actually, weird isn't even the right word. More like insane. Yeah, insane's the right word. The episode is kind of like a parody to old-timey action movies, but sillied up for kids. The wacky direction they decided to take the episode in really adds to the fun. I mean, I can't say much more. You just have to watch the episode, man. This episode has romance, action, comedy. It's basically perfect. So what are you waiting for? Watch the damn episode already. Number 8, Crystal Clear Sleuthing. Epic episode, all I gotta say. This is a really early episode in the Sun and Moon, and it captures the atmosphere perfectly. The episode is about Ash losing his Z Crystal and trying to hide it from KYyllllel. I won't spoil that plotline just because I feel like it needs to be experienced. Anyway, the main plot is about Rotom Dex looking for the Z Crystal by using methods from Alolan Detective Locky, his favorite show. Since basically every episode on this list is really just about having a fun plot, it's a cover of other episodes like the Mighty Excelgar just because, well, I don't know, I just like it better. And you probably will too. Number 7, Battle for the Underground. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the new Team Rocket from Generation 5, and I will admit they are the worst variation in the series. But we wouldn't get episodes like Battle for the Underground. Now, technically it's a 2-parter, but I'm picking the second half just because the first half is pretty much all exposition. But if you want to watch the recap, you'll pretty much know the whole episode of the previous... Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. This episode is just epic. A locomotive chase of this high of a caliber is not something I think Pokemon could do, let alone pull off. The episode is the big chase scene, then the rescue half of the two-parter episodes. The first half is a little bit of the chase, but mostly exposition. Now I'd say you would have to watch the previous episode, and you really should to get the full effect, but it's not a requirement, which makes the episode even better. I don't want to spoil many of the events just because it's an episode you have to experience for yourself. Even though I said that last time. But let's move on to number 6, Capacia Island UFO. All of you Gen 5 haters out there can at least admire this episode, right? This is the one episode in the series where the Pokemon community just unanimously agrees is the best episode in Black and White. And while I wouldn't say it's my favorite, it's definitely really good. It's a parody of Night of the Body Snatchers and follows that plot hard. The episode is just a great parody of that movie, and we even get to see Ash and 2/3 of Team Rocket team up at this episode. The episode is a great deal of fun with a hint of intensity to make a great parody come to life in the Pokemon universe. Excuse me, what? Oh, that's not why everyone loves this episode? Then why? Because of what? Really? Okay, then. Alright, I've just been advised that I haven't convinced anyone of shit. So this clip will tell you why you should really like the episode.
Small group of people? We're a small group.
Well, if you mean us, why didn't it have any effect?
I'm afraid idiots are hard to hypnotize.
Idiots?
1 second. What we were attempting to convey to all of you is that gifted people are hard to hypnotize.
I see. So you're implying that we're geniuses.
Whatever you say.
Now we're getting to the truth of the matter.
Glad we got that
Number 5, Memories in the Mist. And now, here is our obligatory sad episode. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that every top 10 list always has at least one sad episode. And this is that episode. I know I just called it a sad episode, but it really isn't actually that sad. Okay, it's like, it is, but it's not. It's a heartful episode with different feelings that aren't just sadness. The episode does get incredibly sad with Malice's plotline of revisiting her mother. However, we get Torka and Stellan, which is a happy reunion. Hapu's reunion, which may be short, but it's still just chill energy. Never has a sad episode in the history of Pokemon incorporated more than one emotion than sadness. I mean, I guess happiness, but that's like at the end of the episode. Like, 2 minutes overall kind of end of the episode. However, calling this a sad episode would just be a lie. This episode's just really chill. It's calm, it'll make you cry, it'll make you smile, it can do everything and more. This episode truly is Mallow. Alrighty, mate, this is the actual greatest episode in Black and White. Sorry for the Australian accent. You know, let's just... What the fuck am I doing? It's quite an early episode, I'll admit, but a damn good one. The episode is your run-of-the-mill scare episode. The doors close, plates start moving, and then we find the Pokemon. However, the difference between those episodes and this episode is that there's actual horror. See, the episode plays out as this mini horror episode, but then you actually get some genuine, terrifying moments in this episode. I won't spoil it, like most of the episodes on this list, just because it really takes away from the fun of this episode. But just know that shit is about to go down, and not only down, but down hard. Number 3, Z-Move Showdown. I'll come out here with a little secret. The main reason I chose this episode was just because of the Z-Moves. Now, I know that's half of the title, but there's a lot of Z-Moves. I'd say at the very least, 1/5 of this episode is just people using Z-Moves. And I love that. They always have a lines they say before they move, and even though Kiawe's is the best, don't at me, I just enjoy hearing everyone's lines in the same episode. Now, the rest of the episode is still really good, which is a big showdown between these 3 Guzzlord. And even though the battle end pretty quickly just to fit the 22-minute mark, I still love it. The battles are somewhat quick and intense, and the Z-moves they use to win are just amazing. Now, the icing on the cake is the first battle, which is Beware versus Guzzlord, which was just... Oh my god, it's so good. Beware goes ham. And then when she's about to lose, Team Rocket came in with a save. They took that mother and stole the show for the 2 minutes they were on screen. Look, just watch the episode, man. You get a full action-packed, fan servicey, and just overall epic package of an episode. Number 2, A Conspiracy to Conquer. Another creepy episode to add to the list. Do I bias towards creepy episodes? Maybe, but we can agree these episodes are built different. Just like Scare at the Little Mansion, the episode has scary imagery and plotting rather than, ooh, Smoothie Ghost. Never mind, he's just lonely. But no, they go hard on this episode. This episode is about an insane fucking Malamar who don't listen to nobody and is ready to kill and hypnotize in an instant. Now, spoiler warning, just because I really do want to talk about this episode, the Malamar isn't being controlled. The Malamar has free will and is using its said free will to take over the world. Okay, spoiler is over. The episode is super dark, like really, really dark. As much flack as I give X and Y for being too edgy, an episode like this really shows that sometimes being edgy can be badass. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 best episode in the Pokemon anime is Facing the Grand Design. Oh, and I said that right. This isn't just a #1 episode from Gen 5 to 7. No, no, no. This is the best episode, period. This episode is a direct follow-up to A Conspiracy to Conquer, which already gives it points. But another thing is that it's not only creepy, it's fucking epic. The episode is about this badass fight between 3 gangsta Malamar and Team Rocket with Ash and Co. More specifically, Meowth, Clement, James, and NK. And NK is important to mention because this episode's built for him. The whole episode is about the relationships between NK and James and how strong their bond is. And even though that's quite a cliche for Pokemon to do, giving it to James makes it instantly okay, and for the relationship to be troubled because of world frickin' domination is a good enough excuse to bring it up. This whole episode is just one hell of a roller coaster, with no signs of breakage until the very end. I don't care whether you hate Pokemon or love it, if you like Gen 6 or you think it could suck a dick, I don't even care if you don't know what Pokemon is. If you don't watch this episode, there's something wrong with you. Well, that concludes the episodes here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This video was basically speedrun because I haven't uploaded in a while, so if this video gets 5 likes, I'll do another speedrun to get the worst episodes out list. So thank you all, and I'll see you guys at some point in the near future. Bye!